Well, let me tell you something, brother. When the power of Hulkamania comes after you, dude, you know that it's time that Hulkamania gets back in the ring, man. That's how we end the show. This past Impact. All right. So what I thought was going to be like on the show, I thought it was going to be good. So I was watching it with an open mind, and I found out that unfortunately my timing of open-mindedness was not right. It shouldn't have been this time. Maybe next week, hopefully, or the live Monday show. But I'm a lover of TNA, so I still watch it, and I'm still loving it, and hopefully it'll get better next week. But this is the show how it goes: 12 minutes of action, 5 matches, a 2-hour broadcast. I mean, come on. You would think that they would put a little more effort into the actual matches than they did. So our first match, okay, well we open the show with Abyss talking to the young dudes, the X Division guys about his ring, and he tells them, "Power of the ring, it's helping me out like I've never been helped before." And you would think Macho Man was there, little Macho Man, little Black Machismo, but you think he would say, "Oh, I should get a shot at the Hall of Fame ring, yeah, no, 'cause I deserve a shot at that ring, man, yeah, dig it." No, there was nothing like that. He was there, just looking on like just Jay Lethal and not Black Machismo. All right, so in the ring we have Styles and Flair. Styles talking about what they did to the Pope, and then Flair talking about how the Abyss, as he calls him, no, it's just Abyss, doesn't deserve to have the ring on his fingers, and he calls him out and tells him to get here. So Abyss is coming out looking all snivelly like, uh, "Mr. Flair, I'm sorry, Mr. Flair, I understand what you're saying." And then Flair, rips him a hole, says he doesn't even deserve to shine the boots of AJ Styles. And Abyss comes back and says, "You're right, Mr. Flair. I don't deserve to shine the boots of AJ Styles because I'm not a shoe shiner." And there was some pretty good back and forth there. Hogan comes out, "Well, let me tell you something, brother," and he tells Flair that Abyss deserves it, and lay off him and all this stuff. So our first match is a tables match with the Nasty Boys taking on Team 3D. Team 3D gets the win with a 3D through the table. The match was, what you'd expect with Nasty Boys versus Team 3D. Pretty lame, slow. 3D's 23-time tag team champions, but they don't show too much in the ring. They're not that great, and Nasty Boys aren't either. So that match is really bad. But Justin Neal comes out and helps them, gives the assist, throws the little uh, head, little helmet in, and hits them with it. Hits Sags with it, puts him through table 3D. A lot of talking in this show, so I'll just tell you the matches really first. ODB took on Daffney. Daffney became crazy again and helped ODB get the win with a disqualification. Um, just showing off her craziness, trying to take out the leg of ODB. Dr. Stevie comes in and gives her, takes her away, pulls her away. Another match that happened was Brian Kendrick versus Kaz. Winner gets a shot at the X Division Championship from the Brit, uh, oh, Doug Williams. Good match, pretty good match in this one. Kaz shines like he always does. Hits the flux capacitor, that backflip suplex thing from the top rope he does. Got the win, so it looks like it'll be him and Williams at the TNA Destination X. Also looks like we're gonna have Beer Money versus Hernandez and Morgan at Destination X, as Beer Money came out and talked about how they've been underlooked recently, even though they were one of the first teams there in one, the first two guys there in TNA. And then Hernandez comes out and tells them he's gonna tell Hogan and Bischoff that they deserve a shot. So it looks like that's what we're gonna have also. Also, we had Rob Terry versus Mr. Anderson. The match was only like 2 seconds because Mr. Anderson comes out. It's for the Global Championship, and he starts talking about, was it disrespectful of what I did to Kurt Angle's medal? I have a medal too, and it was from a Vietnamese soldier. I don't know what he's going with there. Angle pops up out of nowhere from behind him where he pops up normally for his ring entrance with a steel chair in hand, and waffles Mr. Anderson, takes him out. So that was a pretty good moment, and tells Rob Terry to come out and put him back in the ring and pin him. So Rob Terry brings him to the ring, bell rings, gives him a power slam, and gets his win. More dissension in British Invasion as Bruce Magnus stopped Rob Terry before he came to the ring and told him, you know, since what you did to me when you put your hands on me, you separated us. And Rob Terry grabbed his hand and twisted it and told him, "Thank you for the warning, mate. Now piss off." So that was a pretty good moment. Street fight. We had no rules, no referee. It was just revenge. Nash and Young taking out Hall and Waltman. Hall wasn't there. Waltman was just standing there waiting for them. Young and Waltman went at it, and you hear Nash go, "Ah!" And then you see that Hall hit Nash with a lead pipe on his leg, so he was out for the rest of that time. And then it was just Hall and Waltman beating up on Young, telling him, to get his nose out of their business. So that was a pretty good moment. Then they gave them a couple seconds. Uh, Wolfe, the main event was Desmond Wolfe versus Abyss, and this will be a good match. Both good, pretty good guys, uh, but not guys you really want to see fight each other. So yeah, you see them fight pretty quick, like 3 minutes. Uh, what's the name? Wolfe went for a lariat, was switched into a black hole slam by Abyss. Abyss gets a 1-2-3. Styles and Nate come out and they start getting beat up by Abyss until Wolfe comes back in with the steel chair and takes him out, and all three of them start taking him out. Till Hogan comes out and starts taking all three of them out, but then just the numbers get on him and he gets busted open. Abyss gets back in. He gets handcuffed to the ropes, and he looks at his ring, gets the power of the ring. He breaks through the handcuff, and he's able to take out all the guys and scatter the ring and help Hogan up. And Hogan makes the announcement, "Hey Flair, on the first Monday when we go live every Monday, dude, it's gonna be you and AJ. You're gonna get out of retirement, dude, and then you're gonna be coming back in the ring, man. And you and AJ will be taking on Abyss and his partner, man." And of course, the fans chanting, "Hogan, Hogan." Hogan's got to return the ring sometime. So he says, "Yes, it's going to be Hulkamania, man. Running wild, dude." Of course, all that stuff. So that was all the matches, and then we had moments with Foley and Bischoff. Foley getting mad at Bischoff for setting him up, telling him to leave so that Abyss would get beat up and unmasked. But then Bischoff said, "Hey, look at what happened though. I mean, when you left, Hogan comes out and helps Abyss, and look at him now. I mean, it was all a good thing." And then Foley says, "Okay," starts believing him. Also, there's Foley and Bischoff having a face off, and Jeff Jarrett and Bischoff. I'm sorry. And Jeff Jarrett's like, "You got your goons on me and everything last week." And Bischoff's like, "I'm sorry about this." And, trying to look all kiss buddy, like. So he tells him to go to the ring and he has something to tell him. So he even lets him have his theme music back and his pyro. And Jarrett's like, maybe it's something maybe good's going to be happening now. No. He has a hairnet and a spatula, and he tells Jarrett to go back to catering and flip burgers. So yeah, the man who made TNA is flipping burgers for catering for the superstars. So we see some shots of him with the hairnet on, flipping burgers, cutting onions, with tears in his eyes. Not a way you would like to see the founder of a company looking like on a show that he made. Also, we had uh, Morgan Hernandez. Morgan explaining that he had apologized to Hernandez, and he had already told him they were going to do whatever they had to do. When he pulled the tights of Hernandez at the pay-per-view, and it was all good. He said they're good. They're focused on the tag team titles now. But then after Hernandez had told him that he challenged Beer Money, he came back and Morgan's like, "What are you doing, man? I mean, of all people, we could have fought a Generation Me, or we could have fought you know uh, uh, Motor City Machine Guns, and you challenge Beer Money." And he's like, "Come on." Hernandez's like, "Come on, they deserve it." And Morgan's like, "Okay, you're right. Just let me know next time." So they leave. So that was pretty much it. A lot of talking, and a lot of storylines, and not a lot of wrestling. But I mean, it was okay. 12 minutes for 5 matches. That's not good. That's not enough. I mean, it's a wrestling show. It's not a talking show. So that's my review. I give it about a out of a 5. I give it about a 2.5. As far as wrestling goes. As far as storyline goes, I give it a 3.5. And we deserve that. Alright, so I'll be coming back here tomorrow to give you the review of SmackDown this past Friday. I haven't watched it. I'm about to watch it, and then I'll let you know tomorrow what I thought about it. And that's it. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.